let's plan the week of December 1st through December 7th. And when I mean plan, I mean plan, not just decorate with me. Hey everyone, welcome to Runs on Espresso. I'm Jenna, and I consider planners and notebooks to be my second brain. In today's video, we are going to go through the process of planning my week. Just to give you a heads up, right now it is Saturday, November 28th, 29th, and I have not finished everything on my to-do list for this week. So some of this stuff will be kind of like, oh, I'm not done with this, but I'm planning to finish it, which happens when you plan a little bit early so you can get the videos up for everybody to enjoy. That being said, we will be planning my week in my Happy Planner and my bullet journal. From start to finish, I did go ahead and set up December in my planner. So here's like my overview of the month. I pulled out the HB90 tasks list that I have been using and had punched in here because I actually went through and made a page in my bullet journal for them. So I'm going to save these for scrap or next time or recycle or whatever. And I will do a quick walkthrough of my December setup in my bullet journal because I did not end up filming that. I ended up working on it over a few days. Can't talk. So we're not to the end of the month, so I haven't done my reflection yet. Here is my December cover page. And then I have a monthly overview. I just made a to-do list and a box where I can write whatever I want. And I have to say, I absolutely love this sticker book. It is from Happy Planner. Let me grab it. I'm pretty sure I still saw it on their website the other day. This is the Woodland Seasons Christmas, and I love it. I'm not kidding when I say that. I actually found the stickers to be, not to be cliche, but super cute, and also perfect for doing my bullet journal. I will leave my affiliate link for Happy Planner in the description box below if you are interested. If you order through that link, I will earn a small commission. All right, all of that's out of the way. Back to the planner. So I have like a little monthly overview page. I have my running shoes, and it's only down to 2 shoes because I have 2 Christmas shoes, mileage. And I decided to go back to putting my cashless envelopes in here. And to make it much easier on myself, instead of drawing all these out, I made one in Canva and then printed it on sticker paper. So I've got one for each of my variable spending categories. So entertainment, hobby, personal, and other. And I haven't filled in the amounts because I'm still working on that. I plan to do that tomorrow. And this is a new spread. I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out. This is something I wanted to try, but I have several hobbies or things that I like to do that I don't always make time for. So it's a dead eye, and then I have a column here with 10 areas that I picked out, and then I have the 31 days across, and my plan is to put like an X for each day that I do it. So maybe that will help me balance out what I do. So like Lego, puzzle, color, and book puzzles, which are like crosswords, Myrtle, things like that. I do those things very sporadically, but I want to do them more. Things like reading, gaming, arts and crafts, I do those a lot of the time. Like reading and gaming I do a lot during the week. Art and craft I do on the weekend. So I don't want to stop doing those things, but I do want to include some other stuff. And then I put December daily in here because that will be a big part of December. And then this is what I decided to do for the HB90 sheets. So I have my monthly goals here. I can write those out once I figure them out. And then I have my weekly tasks, which is basically just copying this sheet here. So pretty easy to make. Then my weekly spreads, I did go back to my all-on-one page, well, 2-page spread. I do have to say I liked this, where I had columns, but I miss having it all on one page. So we have each week here, a week, and then because I didn't want to do weekly tasks, half of the week, weekly tasks, I just put a blank page here. This will be for jotting down any brain dumps, any shopping list, any whatever, just kind of thoughts that I have, maybe trying to work out what I want to do for my goals. So I've got one of those between each week as well. Week, blank page, tasks, so on through the end of the month. And then I also did the week of December 29th through January 4th. And there are 53 weeks in 2026, with this being considered week 1. So what I think I'm going to do is use this as kind of like a setup week. So I'll go through, figure out what my goals are for 2026, figure out what my quarter 1, my January goals are, things like that. That'll be what this week is for. And so then I have my normal spread. I put in a December reflection and then a 2025 reflection. We'll see if I use those. And I just made a 2026 ideas parking lot page where I can just jot things down that I might want to put into a planner, a notebook, a journal, a video, whatever. So that is a real quick look at my December setup. Now let's get into actually planning the week. And I have made a mess at my desk and we have just started. So first things first, let's pop out our pages from our planner. And we'll set our planner off to the side. I am using this kit from, this is an old one, and this is why I chose to use it. It is Cricut Miss 2022. So yeah, we're reaching back. We're using some old stuff. And I got to get my chair situated. I am all over the place. That is going to be part of next year too, as I'm really going to try to limit my spending, my new purchases, things like that. So I'm going to focus on using older stuff. So I thought, let's start now. And I'm going to take a moment here to move some stuff off of my desk, or at least more out of the way, because I have like all of my planning stuff for this week out here in my tools, and I don't need everything right this minute. And I have random post-it notes everywhere. Okay, and my cell phone. I also have pulled out all of my Christmas stuff, so I have some other things that I'll probably use over the course of December. But ultimately decided to go with my oldest one, which is the Cricut Miss from Cricut Paper Co. Whew, that is a lot to say. We are going to start, we're going to turn our pages around so we can get our washi and our date covers. Now the only thing with Cricut Miss, yes, you get a ton of stickers, but there's no numbers for the dates. So I always have to write those in or pull from my stash, which I might do now that I'm thinking about it. But getting ahead of myself, let's start with putting down some washi. I think those are the only, yeah. Now I do enjoy Cricut Paper Co. stickers, but I haven't been ordering them lately because she gives so many stickers, which great, I love that. But so many of them I don't use, so they kind of go to waste. And I will show you what I mean here. So this sheet, I will mostly use all of this. I will use some of this. I like the boxes. I like some of these. I like the weekend. I don't use these arrows. Sometimes I use the checklists. This page, again, boxes. I do use a couple of these. I don't use these. I don't use these. I have tried, but they don't work with my style, whatever that means. I do use these in journals sometimes, and my memory keeping planner. I like these. I don't use these. I like these. I don't use these bows. I do love these. And I sometimes use these checklists. Love this whole page. I will use all of these. So it's just a lot of extras that I don't use. So I try to stick with places I know that I'm going to use most of their stickers, because I feel bad just like throwing them away, but I don't know what else to do with them, because I don't want to be like, hey, do you want this half-used sticker sheet? It just doesn't sit right with me, and I just didn't like where that washi lined up. Close enough. Looking at this, I'm going to grab some date stickers. I happen to have this one out from Chrissy Ann Designs because I used it in my bullet journal. And so we have December 4th is Monday. Nope. Y'all, I'm sure you're all sitting there yelling at me, going, that's not right. Okay, let's see. So, oh boy, come on. Saturday is the 6th. I was looking here, and you guys are probably all sitting out there going, no, that's not right. At least I caught it before I put all of them down. Okay. Let's try this again. Monday is the 1st. And I don't know about you, but I love when the month, the week, whatever, starts, I guess it would be both, the week and the month start on the 1st. It just feels right. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Let me know in the comments. Do you like when the 1st of the month is the 1st? Like, does that just make you feel happy? I don't know how else to describe it. And I haven't filmed it yet. I thought I was going to get it filmed last week. I did not. I didn't get it filmed this week. But I still plan to film a, like, here's how I finished. What the heck did I do with that sticker? Here's how I finished 2025, like what planners and things I was using. And here is what I'm using in 2026. So that will be coming out sometime in December, as soon as I get it filmed and edited. And I kind of have a, what's the word I'm looking for? Quandary about which planner I'm going to use in 2026. Because I thought I had it figured out, but then one that I had used previously and was like, ooh, that would also work for my, how I'm thinking I'm going to plan next year, went on sale for half off for Black Friday. So I ordered that one. And so now I have 2 options for next year. And I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use yet. The good thing is they're both undated. So if I don't use one, I can save it for another year. And now I'm going to put this washi down. And I'm going to cover as much of Buzz as we can, because then what I will do is we have 9 of these, so I'll put one on top of him. And I don't know what I'm going to do about Mr. Penguin over here. cover as much as him as possible. Oops. So that I don't have to use a bunch of white out. I could maybe, let's try. Let's see if this will work. Cover him with the weekend banner. That works. I think that works for me. And now we will take a look at our sidebar over here. And I will use this week. I kind of want that. See, this is my problem every time I want to put something on the sidebar here, is I want it to be centered under the December, but then I have like also want it to line up with the washi. Decisions. And now we need our one of these. And since we have green washi up there, I'm going to use the blue one. Okay, we have our start to our week. Now I know off the top of my head that Wednesday is a payday, and I love these little post-it notes for that. We're going to put it on top of the washi there. And I know Monday is a day off, but I'm going to pull up my Google Calendar because I want to see what else I have, and my battery's going to run out, so we will come back and finish this tomorrow or later, probably tomorrow. Okay, welcome back. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is now Sunday. My battery is fully charged. Hopefully we can get through this video and I can get it posted. So I did not do anything more when my battery went off. So we're right here. And we are going to fill in my appointments and things for the week, my meetings, all that fun stuff, any other obligations that I might have. So off to the side, I have my handy dandy Google Calendar. So Monday, I'm actually taking a vacation day, so I'm going to use a little bit, let's see, what do I want to use? I want to use one of these boxes, and I think I'm going to go with pink because I have some blue and green in this area. And let's actually make that a fun little tilted one. I've already got my box for my payday. So everything else is meeting related. I have 5 different events, meetings, whatever you want to call them. I like these little dashed ones, but I don't know if I want to use them for meetings. So then we've got these 2 sets here. We've got 6 of each of those. Plus there's 3 of them here and 3 of those there. So looking at this, trying to figure out the best way to do it, I think I'm going to use these ones for the meetings because I can put in, well, I'm thinking about it, we can add the habit trackers over here to the side. I'm not sure what habits I'm going to put on them yet. Probably reading, maybe writing, journaling. So we'll put those in. And now I have stickers everywhere, so I need this sheet. These ones we will set aside for now. And we will look at our calendar. So we have a meeting on Tuesday. So we are going to go with green for that one, since we've got pink and blue. Although I could probably have done a different color because I have 3 meetings on Thursday. So we're going to start with, wait, I did that wrong. Wednesday, not Tuesday. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am lucky I even know what day it is today, because I don't know. I have been all off on what day it is. Yesterday was Saturday. I could have sworn it was Friday. My brain is mush. So then we're going to grab a green. Oh, we have dark blue over here. Let's actually do the dark blue here. So we got an array of colors, all the colors. And looking back at my thing, I have a personal meeting on Friday during my lunch break. And this time we will use the green one, because green, pink, blue, blue, green. And let's see, let's put that between these two. And we have, that's everything. That is all my meetings. Okay, so now I want to grab a to-do sticker. There's dog hair on everything, and I'm going to put to-do on Wednesday, because that is our, I don't have a trash can on here. Okay. Set that aside for a second. I am going to try to use up these stickers. So Sunday, hold on, I need to get out my planner. So it won't be that Sunday. Sunday right before Christmas is our grocery shopping day. That'll be a fun one. All right, let's put this little dashed sticker here, and we'll grab the groceries sticker and kind of center-ish that on there. And Friday is a work from home day, so I'm going to take, and we'll put this down here. I'm trying to think ahead of where I'm going to put my decorative boxes. I'm going to use laundry, even though I'm going to put these in my bullet journal. I'm just trying to use up some stickers here. New releases, Happy Mail delivery. I think I actually have a bunch of packages coming next week, but I would have to look that up. Hold, please. This is why USPS informed delivery is a great option if you are wondering, like, when your packages are coming and you don't want to search through all of your emails to find like tracking numbers and click on them. It works for mail. If you have FedEx or UPS, that's on you. It looks like the 4th we will have a bunch of deliveries, and one on Friday. I think the one on Friday is for my husband, so I'm going to take another one of these dashed stickers, put it there, and we're going to do the, do we want happy, let's do Happy Mail. That one's kind of fun. Then if I want to, I could add delivery to Friday, but we'll put Happy Mail on Thursday. And then this last dashed sticker I'm going to put down here on Wednesday. And we're going to set that sheet aside for now. And taking a quick look through our stickers, see if there's anything else I need to do. Not seeing anything, but I do need my Celebrations Collection stickers. I also grabbed my reusable sticker book here because, as you can see, I save a bunch of these stickers. I use them in my memory keeping planner, my journal. I sometimes pull them out for these sheets. And every once in a while I go through and I'm like, am I going to use this? I have lots and lots of trash cans in here. So I think that green one matches really well. We are going to put that on that dashed line. And we are going to grab, let's see, do I want to put a payday sticker on there? Oh, you know what? Where are my... I think I used up the November sheet because we are into December now. So I need our December page. I am just getting my desk messier and messier. And I'm going to take a little black and white payday sticker. What do we think? I think over here. I'm going to write on there, but it adds just a little something extra. So let's see what we've got. Monday, Cyber Monday. I am filming this on Sunday, and I am already receiving Cyber Monday sale on now. Come grab your stuff. Get your sale. Tuesday is Giving Tuesday. I am really just tired of the relentless emails. December 3rd, Roof Over Your House Day. And I'm just filling these in where I think the decorative boxes won't go. I should have done that first, but I did not. National Cookie Day is Thursday the 4th. Let me know in the comments what your favorite cookie is. I don't know what mine would be. I know what my least favorite one is, and it is oatmeal chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin, because you think it's let me rephrase that. I like oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I hate oatmeal raisin, because you're like, oh, is this oatmeal raisin or is it chocolate chip? And you don't know, and then you take a bite thinking it's chocolate chip and it's raisin. No. And I do like raisins, but I don't like them in baked goods. I know that's a little weird, but that's just how I am. Friday, Ninja Day. Saturday is Candle Day. I will say I have been enjoying candles around the house lately. Like I was doing some over the year, and then I got into like some of them that I had that were like fall scented during the fall and just absolutely loved it. And the 7th, of course, is National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Pearl Harbor is a very interesting, like, tourist location, for lack of a better word. We went there a few years ago, and we were like the first people there. We were on the first boat out to the USS Arizona Memorial, and it was really, really somber. And then they also have, obviously, like a little museum to walk through kind of thing with all different kinds of displays. They also have a like a submarine that you can tour, which is, honestly, I don't know how people live on a submarine. I was like, I am not claustrophobic, but I would become claustrophobic if I had to be in a submarine for any length of time, I think. It is very, very tight quarters. And then you can go over to I think it's the USS Missouri battleship. And I'm like, okay, I could do this if I was like one of the higher up people, or like the dentist or the doctor people, because they had like normal sized living quarters with with actual like windows and stuff, so you saw daylight, whereas everybody else was below deck and there was no windows, and I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't survive that. Anyway, decorative stickers down. So we have one decorative sticker left. I don't really have a good spot to put it, so I'm not going to do anything with it. It'll probably end up in my journal. And then I've got some of these. So like, I have enough here. I could do almost a whole other spread. Set those aside, and we're going to do the little magical thing where I fill this in and you listen to music, or maybe it just magically fills in. We'll see what I feel like doing when it comes to editing. And voila, we are done with my happy planner portion of the planning. So we've got the big overall picture of the week, how busy it's going to be, which days, like I know these are the 2 days I'll be in office. And then for habits, I just put read, workout, and journal. Those are things I like to do pretty much every day. So I figured they were good ones for the habit tracker. One thing I don't know. Okay, I zoomed you in. So usually habit trackers have boxes with the letters in them, or just empty boxes. These ones have the outline of the letter for the day. And I never know, since you have to use a permanent marker with these kind of stickers, am I supposed to color in the letter or just cross it out? Because I've tried both ways. Coloring in looks better, but it is more difficult than just crossing it through. Let me know, do you think you're supposed to color these in or cross them out? And by magic, you are zoomed back out. We are going to set these pages aside, and we're going to take a quick peek at the current week that I'm in right now. So right now we are on Sunday the 30th, and I did finish that. I'm in the middle. I started the budget, then I was like, I need to do this filming. So now I'm over here filming. And same with the November budget. Like, I started it, I'm like, hey, let's get this video filmed before we go any further. So I think that is all we're going to do right now. It's like 10 a.m. on Sunday, so I still have time. I figure I'll wrap up my budget after this, do my writing, maybe do that in this afternoon. I'm not sure yet. Project Life I always like to do in the late afternoon. Allie Edwards watched the Follow La photos. I'll probably do that after this. And then prep day as well. So I've got to kind of... I split prep day over Saturday and Sunday for December daily. I did 4 hours yesterday. I'm going to do 4 hours today-ish, somewhere in there. So that is where I'm at for this current week. Now, since a lot of what we're going to be setting up is going to be for goals, let's take a look at where I'm at goal-wise. I have finished Act 2 to the midpoint. I am getting close to finishing Act 2, and this is like rough draft Act 2. There's obviously things I'm going to have to go back in and add or change or edit. Same with the first act. I've kind of started remapping that a little bit as well. I haven't done much else because this month has been really focused on finishing Act 2 and the rough draft challenge. I did kind of start some of that. I do have some brainstorming started. And looking over here, I have been running. I'm going to start strength training again today, for like the 8th time this year. Not much else I can say about that. Alright, I have done all of the quarterly kit videos. I have not planned or thought about those yet. I've started planning December daily. Side by Side is almost done. Fa La La photos almost done. Let's see. did that. I did that. I don't have the dining room on here, but I do need to finish up the dining room this week. Alright, that is about it for what I have done goal-wise. So now let's actually figure out what we're going to do this week to work towards our goals. I'm going to take off that little thing, just makes it easier to write. And off the top of my head, I don't have anything that I want to put in there. Let me check back here. I did order those. I ordered that. I ordered that. Okay. So I think the only thing I definitely need to do this month is finish Christmas shopping. I'm almost done. Just got a few little things that I need to get. Some gift cards, maybe some chocolates or something like that, like just little items. I really try to get most of it done like through this Black Friday weekend so I don't have to worry about it. Still haven't figured out my amounts yet. That's what I'm going to do after this video probably. And monthly goals. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure why I put this in here because that is the same as my quarterly goals. So I might just ignore this page for now. So goal number 1, I don't have my dot markers. So we're going to pause this and come back. I grabbed different dot markers. I've been using the Zig, I think they're the smoky ones, and they're just really light. So I thought I would switch over to the same color, but the regular Zig clean dot markers. And I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit more. I'm going to roll up my sleeves because we're getting down to some serious business here. And I've got half my desk is covered with like my December daily tote organization system. So I'm only working on like half of it. So I'm setting my notebook on my December daily stuff. It's fun times. All right, goal 1 is my writing, painting, like creativity type stuff. And December is going to be busy. And I think what I want one of my goals to be, I'm not sure how I want to word this. So this might change a little bit. I usually do Vlogmas over on Instagram stories. I do want to continue that, but usually what I do is like record a clip in Instagram and post it. Record a clip, post it kind of thing, like throughout the day. What I'm thinking of this year is recording those clips outside of Instagram and then putting them together in like CapCut or whatever and posting them to Instagram and possibly over here on YouTube Shorts because I like never use YouTube Shorts. So that is what I want to do. So I think I will put maybe daily IG and YT Vlogmas videos. I really would like to start a vlog. I think about it all the time, but it feels like a lot of work. So maybe these little like short clips will be kind of like the motivation for that. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud here. So we've got that kind of covers like the social media and the YouTube video portion. I'm probably not going to have a lot of time to work on like watching my painting and photography videos. I don't know. Oh, that is the other brain's jumping all over. I want to work on Painted Horizon paintings. Okay. That's one of those, like, if I get to it, great. If not, also great. Where was I? Okay. So this month, November, I focused on a 25,000 word goal. It was very doable, but also a little challenging because it's like, where can I fit in the time? And I used time that I would normally use for other creative hobbies or filming or whatever to focus on words, which is fine. I do want to finish my book, but with December and doing these like Vlogmas videos, I know I'm not going to have time for 25,000 words. So I think I will, let's see, we're going to say work on Act 3. And I'm also moving my story into Scrivener. I bought the Black Friday special. So I'm kind of, I don't want to say reformatting, but I've got chapters in my Google Docs. So I'm moving them over by chapter and deciding, is this going to be a full chapter? Do I need to add to anything? Do I need to move some of this to another chapter? So I think I'm going to say something like finish book transfer to Scrivener. There we go, Scrivener. There's an E in there that I always forget about. And then, so I know I won't get 25,000 words. Let's aim for, let's try to write 10K words. That feels, wow, I wrote the words at such an angle. Oh my gosh. That seems challenging yet doable to do all of those things in the month of December when there's other obligations. December daily. Whew. Okay. Goal 2. So I know run 4 to 5 days a week. And we're also going to weight training 4 to 5 days per week. And let's see, we need to put December daily in here. And let's see, side by side and Fellow Law photos. Their last classes will come out this month in December. So finish side by side and finish la photos. And looking over at my list here, that seems about it for goal 2. I'm still working to find that balance between all of my hobbies, but that's good enough for now. I do want to, I started deep cleaning my dining room. I just need to finish it. It should be really easy. I dusted everything. I washed my shot glass collection. So now it's really like wash the windows and wash the wall, the baseboards, like those things that will take a little bit of time, but ultimately aren't that challenging. And let's see, I really want to do our garage next because we just bought new like drill, a saw, a rotary circular saw, a couple of other things that we needed to replace, like tool type things. And I would like to get some better shelving in the garage, but of course, I want to go through, clean everything, sweep it out, because, well, our HOA, we can't keep like fallen tree branches or whatever in our yard until bulk pickup. We've had several big storms this summer that have knocked somewhat large branches off of our trees. So we've had trees in our garage for various times of the year, had to like saw them down for bulk pickup. Tree branches. So there's a lot of like tree leaves and like debris in our garage that needs to be cleaned out. I think I said this, I want some sturdier shelves. We need some more shelving for the new tool stuff that we bought. There's some other stuff in there that, like our camping gear right now is just on the ground. I would like to put that on a shelf. So I'm hoping we can do that this month, because otherwise it's going to get real hot real fast before we know it, and then it'll be like, oops, we forgot to do that. Now that I've rambled sufficiently about our garage and our tree problems, let's focus on the plan for this week. I also need my dot marker for this week. Oof, I am all over the place, y'all. Alright, we are back. I've got my dot marker, I've got my Inkjoy. Now we can figure out what we're going to do for each day of the week. And gotta check my... Alright, I don't have a running schedule yet, but I know I'm going to have one on Monday, and let's see, Tuesday, not Wednesday, Thursday. I will have one Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, most likely. If not, I will update this. And I started a new weight thing that's going to start today, and that will be Monday, Saturday. So I can't update this to be a Monday start. It is a Sunday start calendar, so technically my week starts today. But I am doing a Monday start because I hate Sunday starts. So I have Sunday, Monday, Saturday for my Sunday start, but for my Monday start it's Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're gonna leave the top one blank for now, because we don't know what our runs will be. We just know we will have them. I don't have any personal appointments this week. I don't put oh my gosh, you guys, I am so out of it lately. I don't put personal appointments in here. This is strictly like get your shit done notebook. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to get our shit done. Okay, so let's think about what I have. Do I have any like weird one-off tasks that I need to do this week? No. So Monday I'm off. I want to finish the dining room, which is part of my goals, but we're just going to mark that. Y'all, I wrote the garage deep clean in here. That is not this week. That is something I want to do later this month. Oh my god. I'm like losing my mind. We'll put that over here. Okay, done. And I've lost my whiteout. Whiteout. And we're gonna put finish, take your house back, or at least attempt to, because that is what I would like to do. All right, let me just double check. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to do that last week, this week, whatever, November 25th. I have not done it, and I accidentally cleared my Google reminder for it. So let's move that ahead. And if you don't know what that means, I use one of those little terracotta, it's just a circle. You can get different shapes, a bear, whatever. And it helps you soak it in water for like 15 minutes, dry it off with a paper towel, put it in your brown sugar. It helps keep your brown sugar from like clumping up and being just awful. Let's see. So we move that ahead. I did fold clothes. I did that on Wednesday. There's nothing from Wednesday to pull forward. I'm filming right now. I don't know why I did that, but finish dining room. That's what we want to do on Monday as well. So indicate that we moved that forward. Edit plan with me. I'm either going to do that today, or if not, I will do it Monday. Undecided if I should move that forward yet. And all of these I plan to finish today. So the only thing might be the edit plan with me. So we're going to put it on here just in case I don't get to it today. Because as I discovered yesterday with my full list, I ran out of time. So I might run out of time today. So this video is going to be up later than usual. So Tuesday, that is my dot for run. Tuesday I'm working from home, so we are going to do our kitchen clean that day. Is there anything else I can think of? Don't think I have anything else for Tuesday. Wednesday, I have to be in the office, and that's going to be a weird day for me because I don't normally go into the office on Wednesday. Wednesday is trash day, Green Chef. It's also payday, so I have budget and bills. So trash. Green Chef. Budget and bills, which honestly I'll probably end up doing that Tuesday and just setting everything up for Wednesday. Thursday, again in the office. I don't have anything that needs to be done that day. Friday will be bathroom day. Clean my bathroom. I put laundry on there, so we'll add laundry. Sunday, we have grocery shopping, plan week, and project life. And let us take a look back here. So daily Vlogmas videos, I'm not going to put that on here, I don't think. I'm just going to try to do that. Work on Act 3. So trying to think about which days I will have some extra time for writing. Tuesday at lunch. Friday at lunch I have my mastermind meeting, so I won't be writing that day. So that means then Saturday and possibly Sunday. And let's figure out... I am so weird, y'all. So I wrote that here. Really, this should be here. And when I wrote clean out garage, that should have been here. Okay, my brain, I don't know what's going on. So we want to write 10,000 words. There's 31 days in December. So that's like 322 words if I write every day. So we'll round that up to 325. 7 days a week, that would be 2,275 days a week. Words a week, sorry. 2,275 words a week. Next week I want to write 3 days, so we'll divide that by 3 and we'll say write 760 words. Which that is about what I can do in a 25-minute sprint. I write anywhere between like 500 and 900 words in a 25-minute sprint. So if I find 25 minutes to write, I should meet my goal. So what did I said that should be 2275. You all are seeing the real messy planning going on here. All right, transfer book to Scrivener. Again, that's going to be one that's probably going to take me a couple of weeks. I would like to work on it some this week. Let's see, I think we're going to put that as one of our like weekly to-dos. I don't know that I can fit that word on that line. So done, 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 done. Okay, got that on calendar. December daily. That's another one we'll put over here. Now, I don't always work on it daily. Like, I'm off Monday, so I'll probably do Monday's page that day. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Tuesday, Friday, like after work, I may work on the entries a little bit if I have some time. If not, I'll do more on the weekend. So I got side by side. When did... I think there was an email that said when those were coming out. But of course I have a million emails. Let's see if I can find it. Apparently I deleted that email. I think it was Tuesday, Thursday. So we'll do Tuesday, Thursday, and then Monday is the last day of the Fa La La photos. So we'll do that tomorrow. So that takes care of goal 2. Dining room, got that on there. We'll do watch, take your house back as like a weekly to do. See where I can fit that in. I think that is everything. The only other one that I'm not 100% sure of, here we can cross off film plan with me because we did that, is my film planners. I think I will do that Saturday. So that is probably going to come out later in December because I won't edit it on Sunday. It'll probably get edited one of these days. So that means it'll probably come out on the 15th. So if you want to know what planners I'm using in 2026, I'm guessing that's going to come out on the 15th. Which is great because now it gives me a week to decide which planner I want to use. Because, yeah, I have 2 that I'm really, really, really excited to use, want to use. All right, So that is my plan with me for the week of December 1st through December 7th, using a Happy Planner and Cricut Paper Co. kit and an Archer and Olive bullet journal. So we have the big picture and the nitty-gritty details. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to kind of do a little page out of Cass from Clutterbug, her videos, the like, thank you to those who have stayed to the end type thing. I don't know if I'll do this always because I don't always have a story, but I did post about this on my Instagram stories Sunday morning. So I was out for my morning run this morning, and I was running, and there was a woman ahead of me that was walking, and she was like halfway down the block when I started. But of course, since I'm running, she's walking. I caught up to her, and I was like, oh man, I really like her hair. She had these really pretty blue braids, and she took a step aside to, let me pass because she heard me coming. And she said good morning, and I just blurted out, I like your hair. And she smiled, and she said thank you, and her smile and thank you like seemed genuine. It seemed like her eyes lit up, like that sort of thing. But then I kept running, and I kind of turned the corner, and I started to think, am I the weirdo? Like, was that weird? Should I have done that? And I started questioning myself. But I don't know. Like, I've never been someone to be more than like a good morning or hello type person when I pass people or whatever out running on the hiking trail, things like that. But this year, I told that lady I liked her hair. I have told 2 or 3 people now that I like their Halloween lawn decorations. So I guess I'm the neighborhood weirdo now, which is not surprising because I'm pretty sure everybody already thinks I am, because I listen to podcasts while I run, and I will laugh along, make comments. I will also argue with the podcasts. So yeah, I guess I'm the neighborhood weirdo. All right, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want more videos. And until next time, do something that brings you joy.